Government possible plans to ban bullbars under new changes to the road rules. The government's looking at changing the design laws to improve pedestrian safety. Peter Fenwick is the president of a group representing four-wheel drive clubs in New South Wales and the ACT.
We are concerned as the peak user group in New South Wales and the ACT and part of Four Wheel Drive Australia, which is the Four Wheel Drive Association in every state. We're very concerned. Consultation's been short. We've only just recently become aware of it. And we have concerns about safety issues, the lack of consultation, the appropriateness of the European animal strike design for Australian conditions. We have serious concerns about those. We don't think they're necessarily applicable, and there's a massive potential impact on tourism in Australia and people travelling safety.
Part of the proposal is to bring Australian standards in line with those in Europe. Is that workable?
Well, I don't think so. If you look at the European animal strike information, it doesn't match those of Australian conditions, so I'm not sure it's workable at all. But we'd like the opportunity to discuss it properly.
Would you understand criticism that from a safety perspective, sometimes bullbars may do more harm than good?
Depends on whether you're talking about the occupants of the vehicle or someone running out in front of the vehicle in the roadway. From our point of view, bullbars are lifesavers.
The report suggests that there might be different solutions based on whether the vehicle is used off-road in the country or in city and urban areas. Do you think there is a workable compromise here?
Well, I'd like to look at all the information before I make a commitment on that one. We need time to study the proposals. They're not very detailed.
The bullbar industry is worth $300 million to the economy every year. Do you have concerns about the future of that industry?
Well, yeah, I don't think it just stops with the bullbar industry, though. It's Australian manufacturing in general, the sales and support for it, and the repair and insurance industry. And that's not even taking into account us as the users.
But do you acknowledge that when it comes to safety, bullbars can cause serious injury to pedestrians?
Well, they have the potential to. It depends on the situation, but we don't have very good statistics on this.
But can four-wheel drive users live without bullbars?
If their mum's shopping trolley around town, quite possibly, but if they're vehicles that go into rural and remote areas, it's very difficult. Our association members do quite a bit of vehicle recovery and track clearing and maintenance, and for that, a winch mounted on a bullbar is almost essential.
So what do you want to see from the government?
Real consultation. I'd like them to sit down with the peak user groups, that is the four-wheel drive associations nationally and in each state, and the manufacturers, represented by AAA, and then talk seriously about it. I think the cut-off date for the negotiation in early March is probably a little too brief to have meaningful dialogue.
Peter Fenwick, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Nicole.